Hey there, Pisces. Today we're going to be doing your January bi-weekly reading for the first 2 weeks of January. And yes, I am late with this reading, so I apologize. Just too much stuff going on in my life. So I do apologize about that. Let's get right on into it. Timestamps will be down in the comment section down below, so please, if you would like to just skip to certain sections, you can definitely do that. And like I said, if you get in the timestamps below, we'll be doing general messages, love for singles if you're dealing with somebody, also if you're not dealing with somebody and you're single, and then if you're in a relationship, we'll cover that too, and lastly your financial and monies. Alright, let's get started here. Hope everyone had a awesome, spectacular, super duper New Year and Christmas. New Year, baby. 2022. I almost said 23. I'm like, oh my god. I'm a little ahead here. Alright. What do we have for Pisces? The Zodiac sign of Pisces. Their general messages. I get 2 cards for the recent past, 2 cards for the current, and 3 cards going into the first 2 weeks of January. What does Pisces need to know? Give me 2 challenges and 2 solutions for the Zodiac sign of Pisces going into the first 2 weeks of January, please. 2022. 2 challenges and 2 solutions. Okay, so Pisces, in your recent past, we have the Lovers and the Tower in reverse. So you might have been dealing with somebody here, Pisces, that obviously what the Lovers implies is that could be a very close connection with somebody, a close bond. I don't know who this person is. You would probably know more than I would. Whoever this person is, it's somebody that you would probably find very passionate. Somebody that you could definitely have a good time with. And somebody that you could probably see spending your life with. That's not going to be for everyone. So let's clarify the Tower in reverse and see what that's about in the recent past. Why is the Tower in reverse for Pisces' recent past? Tell me more. What do I need to know? Yeah. So for some of you, this challenge with the Tower in reverse is suggesting trying to find love, essentially. Many of you may have been wanting to either have somebody come towards you and kind of romantically woo you, or for others of you, it may be just your initiative of going out there and, you know, finding love. New attraction, somebody new, somebody that can excite you, wow you. The Page of Cups does normally talk about some person that's going to come in and generally do that for you. So I have to wonder if the Tower in reverse, was this somebody that was a past lover? Okay, that was coming in. Maybe there was something that you knew didn't work with this person. And we got the Lovers here too. Interesting. Okay. Now, even though I just want to remind you that we see the Lovers card here, it doesn't necessarily always talk about that things were fine and dandy. Okay. It just could be referring to that this was some type of connection you might have been dealing with, okay? That maybe didn't really work out. I don't know. Just apply it how you see it. And the reason I'm saying that is because in your current, we have 4 of Cups upright. So this does talk that there might be a little bit of disappointment occurring. You apply it to what that could be, okay? But it is a card daydreaming. The guy is sitting under the tree and he's ignoring all the lovely opportunities that are around him. And I just want to point out, if you see in this card, there's 3 cups here. One's being offered to him literally right in front of him, but he's not satisfied. He's just worrying about, you know, what was. And maybe it was about this Lovers here. Okay. For others of you, it's a small portion. I don't know. A small portion of you. It may have been an introduction of a new lover coming into the picture. Okay. Somebody that you are obsessed with. And that would explain maybe the Tower in reverse could be talking about a previous officer. There could be two different situations going on here for some of you. One could be like a new kind of love situation. Another one could maybe be some past situation that you're not quite over yet. Still kind of 50-50 on whether you want to entertain it or not. Right? But whatever the case is, there seems to be some type of just a dissatisfaction in the moment. Not really too aware of your surroundings and what you really have to you. So for some of you who feel that things are not going so well in your life, you really have to ask the question, is that necessarily true? Okay? Because the universe has put the Ace of Wands upright right next to it, suggesting there is opportunity for action to be taken. You can definitely grow. Okay? So there's definitely things and it's possible that there might be things sitting on the table, literally ideas that you have and how you want to transform your life and things that you want to do or what you want to change. That it's always possible that idea is literally sitting on the table, whether you're going to take it or not. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay? Imagine just what I want you to do there, Pisces, is just imagine that goblet right there as this Ace of Wands right there. It's literally being offered to the guy. I'm right here. I'm over here now. I'm still here. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I think a lot of you can run away and escape things, for only so long before the universe will just really slam it in your face, literally. Okay. Going into your near future here, we have Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I think some of you are going to be a little bit, potentially a bit selective on what you're putting your energy to, and the Queen of Cups it's not just about love, and you probably hear me talk a lot about they're offering love to someone and stuff like that. She's more than that, okay, you gotta understand that. She does talk about, like, creativity, things that are non-relationship things, okay? Now, for example, if doing a hobby, right? It requires a certain level of emotional passion and creativity to draw a picture. Okay? You can't just go to the piece of paper and basically, say some words to the page and a picture produces itself. I wish we could, but that's not how life works. You actually have to start to draw it. Maybe make some corrections or erase things and stuff like that. Okay? But your imagination gets let loose a little bit and you start to draw a bird or something that you saw outside, okay? Some of you may feel like you just don't really have what it takes to do that with the Queen of Cups in reverse. You might just be kind of putting yourself down, like saying, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know, nothing really. And it's also possible this Queen of Cups in reverse can match this Four of Cups upright, suggesting just bored and dissatisfied. The Queen, when she's reversed, can be someone that feels a bit cold, a little closed off. She just kind of is, in an apathetic state. And it doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to refer to love. It can just be just things in general in your life. Just don't feel like there's much enthusiasm. What's more concerning is I see that the Three of Wands is in reverse, indicating trying to, instead of really moving forward and expanding yourself, you're kind of playing it safe for some of you. Not really wanting to push forwards here. Okay? You guys just apply it how you see it. There's a lot of different things that we can really apply that to. It could be just, for example, as simple as something like deciding to go to the gym. Well, going to the gym, it does seem like a very straightforward process. We get in the car, go and sign up maybe for a $5 or $10 membership, and then you can go and use the gym equipment, right? Some of you might have fears. Oh, I don't want people to see me in the gym. Others of you may already be doing that, and that's good. I'm just using it as an example, obviously. For some people that are not doing that, they want to go to the gym, but they just feel like, oh, people are going to judge me and stuff like that. I don't really know if I should. Maybe it's just better for me to sit at home, and I'll do that down the road. It could be one of those things, and for a portion of you, it could also just talk about maybe in the love department you just want to take a break, playing it safe a little bit. Okay. Now we do have the Knight of Swords in reverse here as well, so I'm going to clarify that because I don't know if per se, how that's tying into this. I'm going to find the Knight of Swords in reverse for Pisces near future in the first 2 weeks of January 2022. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? One card. Nine of Swords, upright. Very interesting. What is this Knight of Swords in reverse? Can you give me a reference card? What is that giving reference to? What is that action surrounding to this card? Communication. Communication to what? What is the communication to? Can you get one card to clarify? What is that communication towards? Queen of Wands in reverse. Which match that reckless energy of the Knight in reverse. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Okay, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Non-specific. Okay, and with the Page of Swords there clarifying to the Queen in reverse, it seems, and then the Nine of Swords, so some of you might be having some, just kind of like weighing over a tough decision, whether or not to communicate to this person or deal with this person. You might feel that this, if this is a person that's in your life, you may have somebody here that you feel is a bit in and out the whole time with you. Maybe causing problems or just kind of taxing your mind a little bit. Okay. I think also, you know, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, like I said, if we're going to apply this to a relationship sense here, and this definitely seems to be an individual, because I do treat the court cards in these readings as, you know, as people that are in your life. So some of you may be dealing with somebody here that can be sometimes a little bit pushy, and, you know, trying to kind of always, I don't know, impress you or trying to get in your pants. Some of you, it may be a person that's just persistent, that's always wanting to, and can have a bit of a temper, this person. Okay, for others of you, and there's a lot of communication here, it seems like you're up in your head about it. Almost like wondering whatever this person's telling you seems to be upsetting you. Get the card up here. I mean, she doesn't exactly look too thrilled here. And this is also, just so you know here, that this ghost type figure over here, it's her intuition. Really kind of telling her, maybe it's a bad idea to deal with this person. I don't know if I should. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. So some of you may be kind of dealing with one of those situations where you have somebody that's going in the next 2 weeks, maybe a challenge that's put on your table there, okay? This may, obviously, it could just be a completely separate issue, and that's what I'm getting with that Knight card there, going to all those cards there, something separate from what I was talking about earlier. Now, with your challenge, we have the Magician. Interesting, because as I was talking about the playing it safe, and I'm not so sure, the Magician is pretty much the opposite of that. It's literally talking about saying you have everything you need to get things moving. Okay, you notice all four. You've got the Pentacle energy, the Water energy, the Wands energy, the Air energy. You got all of it there, and that's because it's really the universe's way of saying you do have everything you need to get things off the ground. Well, what is that? It could be anything you want it to be. Okay, the universe is giving you the green light here. So I think some of you need to, or like I said, are going to find it as a challenge, and really that it could be something as simple as going to the gym for some of you. And, you know, it's not so much that you can't lift the weights or doing stuff. It may just be worried about what others are going to think of you. For others of you, maybe you're finding that your motivation just isn't there, okay, to want to start something different or do something different. Or maybe you're just losing interest for one reason or another, okay? And I don't know if this, you know, I know it's not going to be everyone, but with the Lovers in the past and this Page of Cups here, it's almost suggesting like there could have been, for a select few of you out there, somebody that came into the situation has been kind of back and forth with you a little bit. And I think you've been disappointed, and it's not really to really, you know, emotionally satisfying you for that reason. That could explain why the Queen of Cups is in reversed, and then the Nine of Swords, you're kind of still dealing with this person. For others of you, may have somebody, this could be somebody new, but maybe they're a little bit in and out, and you really don't know where they stand. That could be stressing your mind too. So it may be nothing to do with this other past person here. Okay, just apply it how it is. But whatever the case is, there's going to be a lot of back and forth in your mind a little bit here, Pisces. A little bit, I think, some delays. But don't look at it as a bad thing. Okay, I know I'm sounding like a negative Nancy here, and you're probably like, oh my God, this just sounds like a horrifying thing. don't always look at the negatives as bad, okay? It's the universe is, we need things in life to point out the bad that's going on, okay? Because if you can't live in a world where there's just positivity everywhere. Everything's positive. There's no negative. That's just not. A lot of people get confused when they confuse themselves a little bit with the negativity. And negativity is not necessarily a bad thing. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy. I get that. But negativity is something that is absolutely necessary in life. Why? Because negative. If you have a lot of things, if you're going down a certain path in life, right, and you're getting a lot of negative feedback, that negative feedback is supposed to cause you an element, or a degree of pain. And the reason for that is pain makes you do stuff. Okay, when if you put your hand on the stove and it's hot, what's your natural instinct? You're gonna pull your hand away. Okay, that pain got you to do something. It made you pull your hand away, so you didn't melt your hand. Your whole hand didn't melt apart. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. And you got to say to yourself, if we removed all that negativity, right, and there was none whatsoever, you'd put your hand there, and it'd just be melting your hand. You wouldn't do anything. So, thanks for the negative feedback. It's something that is definitely necessary. It saved my hide, actually. So we can actually say the pain right there actually saved your hand. So it's not always a bad thing. It's really your perspective and how you look at it. And I think the magician here, the universe, is really trying to challenge you, your Pisces, to really say that yes, you can do this. If you have a vision, say you want to write a book and stuff like that, well, a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't do that." Actually, you do. There's plenty of paper around the house, and I can tell you right now, right? Who was it, J.K. Rowling or whatever like that? Whoever the lady was that wrote Harry Potter, so that lady used to write on napkins. She didn't even have paper. She was writing it on napkins. That's where Harry Potter came. Oh, it's one of the most successful selling books of all time. So I can tell you right now that was a magician moment for her. Okay? She just got to work. That's how she did it, folks. So, so that's your challenge, is the magician. And then your advice is the Page of Pentacles in reverse, suggesting stop stalling. Okay? When the page is upright, it's a young at heart energy, meaning go out there. Be imaginative. I'm going to basically, maybe I can make some money here, or maybe there's an opportunity for growth. Maybe we can start something fresh here. Okay, when the page is reversed, he's just a lost little lamb going around in circles. He doesn't really know how to get it off the ground, or he doesn't want to, or he doubts himself. He can be a bit non-committal, a little bit dishonest sometimes, just kind of making excuses for himself. Poor me. Victim mentality type thing. The universe is encouraging, stop doing that. If you, like I said, negative feedback and all that kind of stuff, it has its place and it is necessary, but at the same time we do have to have that balance, right, where there's some positive and negative. If you've got too much of one, it's not good. Like I said, too much positivity is not a good thing. Too much negativity is not a good thing either. So especially if you have too much negativity, that's the universe trying to tell you you're not, you need something to change. So make that happen. You can do it. Okay. Another challenge is the King of Pentacles being on your throne, and it's tying right back into this Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Magician here. For some of you, want better success for yourself. Okay, you want to have a better stability. It could be, instead of an apartment, maybe you want to go to a house. For others of you, it could be you want a partner that is more predictable. Where they stand on things. Or you can see this person for a long-term vision and not a short-term vision. Okay. For others of you, there's a lot of different things we can say about this. If we don't want to tie this, let's just remove the whole relationship side of things, because I know I talk about the relationship a lot, and sometimes a lot of these cards don't have to talk about relationship. For others of you, like I said, it's just you trying to get to your higher self, your best potential. The King of Pentacles is somebody that is more focused on the materialistic stuff of life. So I have to assume that there's an element of that in something that you're desiring. Like I said, it could just be, if I was making $50,000 or 50,000 pounds or whatever your currency is last year, I want to double that or something like that. Well, how are you going to get there? You gotta get moving here, baby. That's how you're going to do it. Okay. Some of you are going to really have to ask yourself, where are you going first off? And if you don't know that, you need to write that down. What is it that you're trying to achieve? And you say, okay, well, I want to make an extra $50,000. Great. Write down SMART goals. If you don't know what SMART goals are, I would suggest You go and Google it. SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Write those down. I've used them. I actually use them to get Aurawest tarot going off. I'm one of the biggest procrastinators in the world. I can tell you right now. I've had an issue with it my entire life. Failed math throughout summer. Every single year. Failed math. I was just terrible with math. Why? Not because I couldn't do the equation. It's just couldn't maintain my attention. Had, attention deficit issues just forever, since I can remember. It's just been a huge problem with me. I have lots of ideas. Lots of them, but I can just never get it off the ground. So I really had to use every little tool I could to basically just even make this channel possible. Discipline myself to do it. And this can also talk about discipline with the, bringing right back to what I just said there, with the King of Pentacles is somebody that is disciplined. So for some of you may not be very disciplined in what you're doing. Like I said, maybe this idea of I need to get to that $50,000 extra on my salary. Well, that's a big pay jump, right? So I know that with my SMART goals, I'm going to write down specifically what it is I'm trying to do. Measurable. Can I do it? Can I assess it? So I won't go on the whole thing. You can research that if you want. But those, use tools, things that can help you get to where you want, okay? The advice here is 6 of Pentacles. I think you need to be a little bit more open with your money. This message can go 2 ways. So sometimes you have to spend money to make money type thing, okay? Invest into some things, some new things. So some of you may, this message can go definitely 2 ways here. So I'm going to go over the first message. Is essentially, you need to spend some money to make some money. If you're the type of person who likes to play it safe, and I don't want to invest in that because it's going to come money. It's like, well, in life sometimes if you want to, like for example, stocks, okay, well, you can't actually make money off stocks if you're not going to put any money into it. You have to spend some money to make some money, okay? Granted, don't just go and dump your money on, that's what I'm saying, into stocks. Use someone that can maybe, for some of you it may be using somebody that is more experienced than yourself in the field. So if you need help, ask somebody that knows what they're doing, okay, especially like that. Could be like a stockbroker, somebody that you found that maybe has word of mouth from friends or something like that. You might be able to make that extra $50,000 in 1 year if you find the right person. There's people that literally turn a couple $1,000s of stocks into like 10 times that within a matter of months, okay? It's possible. So this might also be talking about just, consulting the right kind of person to get you to where you need to be, or going back to school. This can also represent a college professor, someone that is skilled in their profession, or their trade. Okay? Learn from somebody. Ask somebody that knows what they're doing, who's been there. Don't try to do things, reinvent the wheel, when you've got an entire company that's dedicated to making wheels. They probably know more exactly about the parameters of how to make that perfect wheel than you do. So maybe you need to consult with them, or find a way, if you can get an apprenticeship, to go and learn more about that, if that's your thing. Okay, that's a dumb example, but hey, it works. For others of you, can also talk about giving too much. Be wary of that. If you want to basically reach your financial goals this year, ask yourself how much money you're giving out to other people. I know that's not everybody. Not everybody is constantly giving out to other people, but it's possible for some of you can't say no. Just be careful with that. There are, a lot of times when we are, I'm getting a sense for a big portion of you are wanting to really escalate yourself to a new level. And that's the intuitive vibe I'm getting, is that you want to basically get past some troubling relationship, whatever that's been haunting you. You really want to change things up this year. And that's great. But just remember who you're giving your time to. Where is your time going? Do you even know? Where's your money going? Do you even know? If you don't know, maybe check out Dave Ramsey on YouTube. Dave Ramsey. Very good financial coaching. I actually did his program, and at one point in my life, I had about almost, I think it was like $80,000 in debt, and I paid off about $70,000 of that using this program. So he was somebody that was a lot more experienced than I was. Okay, and I learned from him on how to control my spending. And guess what? I got results. So just apply how you see it there, Pisces. But I'm going to move on here because I'm going to be rambling on all day. But a lot of different messages pouring out from these cards here. So just, apply it how you see it. But I do think you're in a kind of, which kind of direction should I go in kind of phase. I think for a lot of you out there are bleeding into like an element of stagnation, but I think there's also an internal drive to want to change your life. And for some of you, it's working through a very toxic lover that, like I said, showed up there. It could be someone that's been in and out, and you seem to get past this person and they're back again. And for those of you, this is more just a focus on your, trying to get to a new level. Just something as simple as getting to the gym, or, like I said, doubling your income or something like that. So now we're going to be going to love singles. This is if you're dealing with somebody. Okay. So this is not your mom, this is not your dad, this is not someone like that. I'm talking about this is if you're somebody that you romantically have interest in. Something about for single Pisces, dealing with at least one person that's on their mind. Something about their recent past with this person. 2 cards, please. That's a good shuffle. Split the deck. Describe to me who this person might be, that single Pisces we're dealing with recently. What is Pisces, single Pisces, recently dealing with this particular individual that's been on their mind? What have they been focused on about this person? Clarify the 2 of Swords, upright, for Pisces focus. Give me 2 weighted options. Give me 2 weighted options, and what could be in the decision. Why has Pisces been in the 2 of Swords and their focus towards this person? Oh Lord, Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Jesus. Whoa. Heavy energy there. Holy crap. In your recent past, you had this person approaching you, trying to basically move over past the painful cycle here, Pisces. This person seems to have, if they have had any, it could go, it's general, because it's your recent past with this person. So I don't know if it's on your side, Pisces. It could be on their side, but whatever the case is, I would assume from my intuitive sense that this person here came to you wanting to start something fresh with you, something exciting. Let's go out. Let's go and do something. Okay. We also have the 10 of Swords in reverse, indicating end of a painful cycle. But, with being reversed there, sometimes can, in some cases, talk about a lingering of whatever issues have been present, still being present. But it generally does talk about the swords coming out. So it does sound like there was some type of potential for a new start here, that whatever issues may have been occurred, maybe this is from a past situation. This person was dealing with somebody else. I don't know. Okay, it could go a lot of ways. But whatever the case was, it did seem like there was some type of potential growth that the person was trying to initiate. Clarify the 10 of Swords in reverse. What do I need to know about the recent past for Pisces singles dealing with this person that's most on their mind? Tell me why is the 10 of Swords in reverse there? One more card, please. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, I'm just getting like there was the Queen of Pentacles in reverse can talk about sometimes instability. Can also talk about somebody that's not really good with money, or maybe they blow their money on the wrong kind of things. I don't know if there was some type of instability or concern about that. Whatever the case is, clarifying to the 10 of Swords in reverse, so ending up a painful cycle. So I don't know if, like I said, this could have been the same person. It could have been someone else. Like I said, maybe it was getting over somebody else that was in the picture. Possible. Okay. Now, just because they're on your mind doesn't mean they can't bring someone else's problems into the equation. Okay. who this person was. King of Wands upright. Someone that is a fire sign of some sort that you're dealing with. Okay. Four of Pentacles, suggesting this person could have been a little bit obsessive or clingy. This person may also be, if it's not that, then this person is may have just been really all into themselves. Kind of very, just like really just way into themselves, way too much. The King of Wands, when he's upright, is someone that wants to look good. Always trying to get the new clothing or trying to make himself look like he's so much more than he really is. You know, he's one of the, supposedly in the tarot, one of the best dressed kings. Like, oh, I take action, I'm courageous, I'm prideful, I always go out there, I just want to have fun, I have a good time. I also am charming and good looking. Now, it's definitely an ego-driven person. Okay, and then with the Four of Pentacles, this person could just be, like I said, very obsessed about their own image or something like that. This person may be a little bit vain. And for others of you, this could have been a very possessive person, clingy, just kind of always on your ass a little bit. Okay, got earth and fire energy there. Now, what you've been focused on is Page of Swords, incoming communication, probably new ideas pumped from this person. Just kind of, once again, clinginess. Kind of like, hey, how's it going? What have you been up to? Hey, what are you doing? We should try this. Do you want to try, blah, blah, blah. Or, how you been? Or maybe this person's just been kind of like throwing random stuff towards you, just kind of making conversation, small talk with you. Could just be general stuff like that. But your other focus is Two of Swords, right? So there's two different deliberations here that are going on. What are you worried about? I clarified to it is King of Wands in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Who this person might be, and then what you're concerned about, King of Wands in reverse, the Devil in reverse. This could be, you know, so this is a tough one, you know, because the King of Wands in reverse is suggesting that maybe you do see this person as a little bit no good. A fire sign that's basically, you know, got a lot more to them than what's being portrayed here. You're like, well, this guy's telling me one thing, but I kind of feel that there's a little bit more to the story. What have you been up to? Where have you been? Are you dealing with other people? You might be concerned that this person has been a bit of a player. King of Wands in reverse is the player card. And the Queen of Wands. Both of them are the players of the deck. Okay. Just, I think there was, you know, to have that weighted decision right there, Pisces, it really tells me that you were really probably concerned that this person was screwing around. And you were probably just a side option for this person. Because the Wands energy is just in and out. So hence a side option. Okay. But my concerns with the Devil in reverse there indicate that you're also contemplating still. So one side of you might have been hung up on this person who might have just been in and out with you and a little bit of a potential player. So you're probably deciding, do I want to deal with this shit anymore or do I want to move on? Devil in reverse is releasing, I already kind of see the bullshit in this situation. I don't really want to deal with it anymore. Okay. Let's clarify this Page of Swords upright. What is that about? Why was Pisces focused on the Page of Swords upright? Queen of Swords upright. So I almost wonder here, Pisces, if this is this could be another person. Okay, so probably an air sign of some sort. But this person seems, whoever this is somebody that is kind of talking back and forth with you, maybe bringing some new light to the situation, or just being just balanced. Something that this fucking King of Wands in reverse is definitely not. A lot of air energy showing up here. So it's possible that also this, I don't know, like, because, you know, and the reason I'm saying another person here is because of the Two of Swords, and it does oftentimes talk about two different options. So I'm almost wondering if you're kind of, on the one hand, saying, like, maybe I should detach from this person because they're just full of shit. And maybe, you know, you're at the same time, part of that other decision is thinking about somebody else. Okay? New communication, and you're in contemplation, so you don't really know. Well, I mean, this person wouldn't know. Okay, obviously, this is something that's going in your head, what you're thinking about. That's what I'm totally getting. What can you expect going in the first 2 weeks of January? And also, just so you know, if it is not a new person, then this may also be talking about right here in your focus about maybe kind of being on guard to this person. Putting up arms to them. I like I said, with the King of Wands in reverse, suggesting that you're in heavy decision about releasing this person because you're just worried that this person's no good. They're full of shit. Or they're just an idiot. Who knows? Okay, the King of Wands, when he's reversed, is a bit of a joker. He's a trickster, you know. He'll definitely be okay with saying something to somebody, but when you find out that he's actually been dicking around and with, you know, Susie, Sally, and whatever like that, we'll just be like, you know, well, I thought you knew. I thought you're okay with it. Just come up with something retarded like that, you know. So, I'll you know, definitely put a sword up to something, some bullshit like that. But I think also that could also imply here, whatever communication is coming through from this person, you don't trust it. Okay. If that, you know, I'm just saying if that's not a new person. Okay. But I do treat core cards as people, so I'm assuming, I had to assume it was somebody else. But what can you expect? Can singles Pisces expect going the first 2 weeks of January 2022? 2 cards. Planning success, growth, yes, love it, Pisces. So with the Seven of Pentacles there, it does talk about actual evaluation of the things that you've been doing. Saying, you know what, this person right here doesn't work. I don't think I should deal with this person anymore. And it's really, and this can also talk about, once again, coming to the general messages, tying back with really considering with that Magician card upright that you're trying to basically grow and expand yourself. You want something better for yourself. And I think you're going to entertain it. Learn from your mistakes. Trying to, you know, press through the bullshit and not really deal with any toxic crap coming from this person. And I have to assume that with the King of Wands in reverse, this person has been up to possibly no good, and it seems like they're a bit of an obsessive, all, you know, to themselves kind of person, whatever. I think that you're going to, you know, say, you know, this, and this didn't work. And, you know, instead of me repeating it and doing it again, I'm not going to do it again. I'm basically going to look and say, was I happy with what I got? I think not. And I want to grow, I want to be successful, and I want to have some, you know, some success in a situation. Not this. So I think you are going to push forwards here and try something different here, Pisces. Okay. I'm not getting a sense that it's really with this person. I think, and the reason I'm saying almost like a single kind of vibe is because of the Devil in reverse. It's releasing a detachment from something that you felt like you chained to. And when it's reversed, generally does talk about that. In some small cases, it can be a worsening of that, but I'm getting into a sense it's going to be releasing that. You're just like moving on. You're in a guarded energy and stuff like that. So I'm almost thinking it could be planning to move away from this person. And, you know, the Nine of Cups is more of a, you know, an independent energy, suggesting I'm going to move away from this person. That's what I'm getting. And give me 2 general messages about this connection. Just 2 general messages, something that Pisces, single Pisces need to know. What else do they need to know? Just give me 2 general messages about this situation. King of Pentacles shows up right. Interesting. The Nine of Wands here can suggest, to some extent, stop putting so much effort in this situation. Okay, if you've been on, you know, when the Nine of Pentacles is upright, it's talking about the wounded warrior, the guy that's basically going through hell and back, trying to get something done. He's gone through the ringer. Okay, and when it's reversed, it's almost, can't talk about, almost similar to like the Ten of Wands when it's upright. It's almost like a crushing load to some extent, and it may just be saying, you know, I just don't want to deal with this anymore. You know, throwing in the towel a little bit, and that's the general message, suggesting that, you know, like I said, I already, before I even drew these cards, almost suggested like maybe it's moving towards an independent energy, and this almost kind of suggests the same thing. And I think that you want to focus on your growth, your stability, and you want something more stable. And I don't know if it's really with this person. So I don't think I really got a whole lot more from these messages here, but I think it's just confirming what you already know. Give me 2 cards of advice for single Pisces about this person going forward. What should they adhere to? 2 cards of advice for any Pisces dealing with this kind of fire sign here. Advice is first, justice in reverse. Really ask yourself, is this person, number 1, escaping karma? Do they ever own up to their mistakes or issues? Do you find that this person really throws in time? If, like I said, you got somebody here that's possibly obsessive and worrying about their own hide and stuff like that, do they make time for you? Well, you know, most times they do and stuff. No. Is it 50-50? Okay, you can't have a situation that's all about you. You can't have a situation that's all about them. Examine the situation and ask, how fair and balanced is it? Okay? We always love to talk about, like, it's only them. Can't be us. Just remember, advice for growth, okay? If you want to grow in this situation, you don't want to leave this person behind. Okay? This is if you want to deal with the situation here, Pisces. I know some of you are going to be like, I don't want to deal with them when I'm done. Well, then this part doesn't apply to you. But if you are dealing with this person, you want things to work, you really have to ask yourself about the, really the integrity of this relationship. And when I say relationship, I'm talking about connection. Where is it balanced and where is it not balanced, okay? When, ask yourself, and how do we do that? We can ask ourselves, well, what am I not happy about? Okay, if you are ecstatic and this was the best connection of a lifetime, number one, why are you here? That's the first question I would have to ask. Because number two, you really don't need a tarot reading to really give you advice on something that's going beautifully well. So I have to assume there's something wrong going on in this situation, which would tell me that with the Justice in reverse, that you might find something is just, in general, when you deal with this person, it seems a bit lopsided. What is it? Do you know what it is? Is it they worry about too much on their stuff, always directing what we should do, or is it your interests? Do you guys share the same interests? I don't know. Find something what we want to turn that upright. Okay? And the Three of Swords in reverse, suggesting that whatever pain or issue or something that's troubling you with the situation, you really need to find a way to move past it. And it's tying in with this Justice in reverse. That, like I said, most times when pain lingers on from something that was, an event that occurred, right, Pisces? So, like, let's say this person cheated on you. That would be definitely fitting in with the Justice in reverse. Okay, that would definitely cause a pain. And when it's reverse, it's suggesting you need to release that. And so some might be saying, well, I am not doing that because that person cheated on me. Then the question is, why are you dealing with this person? That's what I'm trying to get at. Is that you have to examine these things, because there's no point being in a situation where you think it's unfair, or this person has this complex, and you've already stamped your stamp on this, saying, this is how you are, this is what you do. Well, it sounds to me when you do something like that, that it's indicating that you're not going to change your position on things, which means that the ability for this relationship, this connection, to grow into an actual relationship is not going to happen. So just be aware of that. Your attitude really does matter in these situations. And if that's how you're responding to this person, or you're kind of carrying a chip on your shoulder that, you always kind of get away with things or whatever, and I don't really feel like, you're really kind of coming to me and really caring about me and stuff like that. Well, those are issues that you have to ask, can it be resolved or can it not? And if the answer is no too many times, you probably just need to break it off. Focus on yourself. Maybe deal with this King of Pentacles right here. Somebody else, or maybe that's you needing to grow towards that and focus on your own money. Okay, that's what I got for you. I gotta move on here. Dragging on today quite a bit. Okay. Hopefully you got something out of that, Pisces. I'm a rambler. Rambling Wes. It's a new channel eventually. Rambling Mike will probably sue me after that. Just kidding. I think he's an air sign as well. I'm pretty sure Rambling Mike is an air sign. I think he's Aquarius, actually. Pretty sure he is. I asked Elijah Tarot one day, just a while back, if he was an air sign. He didn't really say, but I think he kind of gave me like a comment, like indicating like he was, but which would be pretty interesting. And I know Fierce Tarot, she's an air sign. She's a Gemini, she said. Alright, so this next portion is short, but it is if you are single, a single Pisces, not dealing with anyone. That means you have nobody on your mind. What can you expect? What can our single Pisces expect during the first 2 weeks of January 2022? If they have nobody on their mind, they're not dealing with anyone. Give me 2 cards, please. what they can expect. What in the Lord? This King of Pentacles, I swear to God, I keep shuffling text and it keeps wanting to come out. It's come out like 3 times now. Split back here. Clarify the 7 of Swords in reverse. Why are single Pisces not dealing with anyone? We're going in the first 2 weeks of January 2022. Give me one clarifying card. Why is that there? Why is the 7 of Swords in reverse there? Why should single Pisces not dealing with anyone expect that? Clarify the King of Pentacles upright. So it looks like you do have something going on here. Tell me more about. Oh shit! One card dropped out. Temperance. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why is that there? Tell me more. Single Pisces not dealing with anyone. Why is the Wheel of Fortune clarifying to the 7 of Swords in reverse? Tell me more. Tell me more. Just flesh this story out. What is the 7 of Swords in reverse? What is that in reference to specifically? Like, what is? I just need to know. What is that? Is that specifically? What is that like? What is that actually referring to? Can you tell me what that is? Because I'm having a little trouble with that. Give me a minute. Single Pisces. Sorry. Sometimes I need to clarify that. Chariot in reverse. Jesus, what are all these delays here? And tell me more about the Temperance upright. What balance? What is the problem with the mixing here? Why is there an issue? Why is the universe right here? Clarify about Hierophant. Jesus. You got two basically angel. Well, this is my spirit card. So whenever I see Hierophant, I always think it's spirit, essentially. Okay, and then we've got our angels right here. Okay, you got 2 spiritual cards here. Very, very powerful cards here, Pisces. And it's clarifying to this King of Pentacles. So it does seem that you're going to have somebody that's going to make their appearance known to you. This person's probably very successful or stable. Somebody that's just solid. However, with the King of Pentacles upright, does talk about, unfortunately, somebody that is slow. Someone a little stubborn to themselves. They can, the King of Pentacles loves to sit on his throne. He's not the one that really gets out of the throne. He likes to bark orders. He likes to talk about, you do that, you do this. He's running his empire. He's worried about, worried a lot about his money and stuff like that. And the question is, this person may make their appearance known to you sometime in the next 2 weeks here. For our Pisces, this is going to be a rich person. This is a person who may have a lot of money to their name, or even if they're not a millionaire or anything like that. It doesn't talk just about that. It's talking about somebody that has got their shit together. This means that they could have a place they're staying. They're independent. They run their own empire. So this doesn't have to necessarily mean this person has buku dollars. It just means somebody that's independent, that's got a successful, stable job. Things are stable in life. So you do have someone like this that's going to be making their appearance known to you. And the universe is going to try and make this happen for you. Mix and match it. Okay? But keep in mind, Temperance is talking about the balancing act, really, in life. So it is something that you're going to have to, number one, make sure that you're aware that you are keeping a lookout for this person when they approach you. Okay, how they approach you, I don't know, but I would expect this person to be a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't think this person is going to be a very overly vibrant or anything like that. This person might be a little bit quiet. This person may be a little bit more calm, reserved type. I don't particularly get this vibe that this person's really going to be the one that's really the life of the party or anything like that. They might be even, and it doesn't mean to say that diminishes their success or anything. I think this person has a lot of potential to be like a powerhouse or something like that. So, but expect this person, I think, to be a little bit very reserved, a little bit, and more kind of to themselves. But you will probably have somebody here that is, as far as the stability portion, is very solid on that department. Okay. I think there might be some struggles here with the chemistry, and probably why temperance is showing up here, because you are a water sign, Pisces. And I anticipate that mixing the earth energy with water, it might be an issue, which is why temperance is showing up here. But it's saying, hey, it's possible, because I don't know the placements of this other person. They may have fire in their chart, which would actually work, because it would heat up the water, and that would work. So I don't know what whoever this person is, hopefully they have a lot of fire placements to make this work. Hierophant is stepping in here. Committal energy with King of Pentacles, committal energy. I think I'm getting a intuitive sense it's just spirit, to be honest, that's coming in here. And I think just trying to make this happen for you. And especially with angels trying to mix something up here. So I do sense that Pisces, single Pisces, there is going to be an opportunity, I think, with somebody that is very an earth sign of some sort coming in for you. Now, the big question on my mind here is, what the hell is all this other stuff about? And that's Seven of Swords in reverse. This is generally a card of evasion. You know, worried about things coming to light. And the Chariot in reverse is what it's in reference to, indicating like almost like you don't want, it's like worried about kind of like your direction and things that you don't want people to really know that maybe you haven't been taking any action whatsoever. You've just been sitting on the couch type thing. That's the best that I can think of. This part is honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really confusing to me. This is also kind of a reluctance. I don't know if it's you worried about that you never want to take the first move, or you're not taking any action towards your love life or anything like that. Because the Chariot in reverse can suggest, sometimes can talk about reckless energy sometimes, but it can also just talk about just being confused about which way to actually go about things. Maybe you just don't feel like you really have much experience in the love department for some of you, and you just kind of want to avoid that being found out. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse can probably suggest that maybe you have some family issues going on that you know haven't been going your way, and maybe you don't feel like it interfere with, you know, maybe it's in your dating life it's causing you some strain. If you've got family issues going on, you might find that things never go your way because I have kids, I have this, or maybe I've got parents I got to take care of. It could be a lot of things, or maybe there's just general like family instability with your siblings that cause problems in your life. I don't know. Some of you may have had a difficult upbringing. Things just, like I said, didn't go your way. And maybe you don't want to expose this to this person. Worried about that it'll stifle progress a little bit if they found out. So I think some of you might be having an issue with that. Because this is kind of like a very... I think maybe this is also talking a little bit about past, possible long time ago, a relationship that was very unstable. Or, a past... Maybe for some of you who were married and then you got divorced. I can talk about that too. Cancel marriages and stuff like that. So I almost get a sense like maybe some of you are worried that maybe that could be a detrimental thing towards you being able to find new love. But I do get a sense here that whatever the case is, if you've had any issues like that, rest assured to keep manifesting that you want this connection and you want to grow and move on, and make sure you're telling Spirit that you're going to do it. Okay, because I do see that Spirit and your angels are basically coming in to try and help you out here. They're bringing someone that apparently would be the direct opposite of what this is, showing that they are going to basically bring you the absolute fucking opposite of this. So this instability and craziness here, things not going your way, this is what this person wouldn't do. This is that person that would honor their commitments, be honest, tell you where things, you know, how things are. They could be your rock, your foundation, someone you can count on. Granted, they may not be the life of the party, but this is somebody at the end of the day you know you can count on. So be aware. Single Pisces not dealing with anyone. This opportunity seems to be being brought into your life here, made possible by Spirit and angels. So this opportunity will come. But just remember, that does not mean you need to sit on your ass and do nothing. When this opportunity does appear, you need to be aware of it. So if this, and with it being Pentacle energy, this could be a coworker. For those of you working, this could be a coworker. Maybe it's a new person that starts the job. Who knows? Maybe it's the manager. Who knows who it is? But it could be somebody that could. If this is college for some of you, it could be somebody at school. Could be. There's a lot of different things. You know, it could be. Pentacle energy is always going to be your doctors, your lawyers. You know, people in finance, stuff like that. Could be a lot of different things. So I'm getting could be a business, someone with business. You know, whatever you do for work. And maybe it could be an education figure, or like I said, a legal figure or something like that. Less likely legal because that's more of the swords energy. But yeah, Expect this person to be an earth sign. Expect this person to be a little bit kind of to themselves. This person may not say a whole lot, but when they do approach, given that it's divinely guided, I would assume that something will happen where you bump heads with this person, or maybe you get put on a project with this person, or something gets pushed in the way where, hey, how's it going? Something small, something sweet, but it's an opportunity for you to start something. If you open your mouth and do the right things. Doesn't matter if you're a woman, and if you are a woman, I know I hear it a lot these days, women saying, I don't make the first move, I don't ever do. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes you do need to show some interest, because that person, if this is the kind of individual I'm describing here, may not get the cue. If you don't say anything, if you don't open that thing right here, may not understand that you're actually having any interest in them, even though they do. So just letting you know. Maybe if this person's like not sure about stuff, be like, instead of them asking to say, hey, do you want to take my number down or something like that? You never know. Just try it. Doesn't matter if you're a girl or something like that. Don't expect people to do everything for you. If there's a lot of people that have this mentality like somebody, all the men have to do it, or even guys have this complex way. I don't ever make the first move because I'm just sort of hunky-dory. It's like, well, no. Sometimes if things haven't been working in life, that's a cue right there. You need to try a little harder, okay? But I think there is going to be an opportunity here, and I like it. And like I said, it seems to be around whatever instability or issues or trust issues or instability. For those that have had that kind of issues going on in the past, it seems like the universe is going to answer your prayers and give you something that you can trust and count on. So be excited for that. Sounds good to me. Alright, I'm going to go to... Where are we going? Sorry, not committed. What do we got for our non-single Pisces? Going into the first 2 weeks of January 2022, meaning they're in a relationship. Tell me about our involved Pisces in the current relationship. I get 2 cards for the recent past between Pisces and their lover. The person give me 2 cards, please. What is Pisces focused on their partner? What is focused on Pisces' partner right now? Give me 2 cards. Ew. What can Pisces expect going into the first 2 weeks of January 2022 with this person they're involved with? Clarify the Ace of Cups upright. Why is that there? Clarify the Nine of Cups upright. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords and what Pisces can expect. Our non-single Pisces, please. Non-single Pisces. So you're dealing with this partner or whatever. There seems to be a lot of decision going around in the past, okay? Weighted options here. And I kind of question whether or not this is about something That's I could clarify into it, but this reading's going way too long already. It's almost 1 hour into a single sign. So what this is talking about, Two of Swords, is that you are kind of facing challenges in your head, essentially, but it's a weighted challenge. In other words, that you're having to make a decision about this situation, connection. And I wonder, and it's not your regular, what are we going to have for dinner? It's going to be more of a heavy-hitting decision. Something about, should I move forwards with this or not? Okay. How do I know that? Because I already see the Ace of Cups here. Or the Eight of Cups. My bad. Sorry, I was trying to fix that. Indicating you want to walk away from an emotionally unfulfilling situation. But keep in mind, it fits right in with the Two of Swords here. Because this guy is not moving yet. He's standing still, but he has his back turned. Almost basically 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And he's looking towards the moon. The moon does talk about the unknowns a lot of times. It's where darkness lies. You know, there's sometimes mystery, secrets, dreams. You know, you might have an idea on where you want things to go, and it's not going there, so you're just taking a chance doing something else. Okay? Even though this guy has cups in the background there, saying that there's still potential here, he's saying, I'm not having it. It's not fulfilling me. There's still cups built there as well. And the Eight of Wands is in reverse here, suggesting that communication is becoming stifled, or progress probably between you two is not really occurring. Hence also the Two of Swords. It makes sense with that. The Page of Cups, upright, suggesting that maybe you've had an option or somebody on the side approach you that you might be interested in. Okay? Now, Two of Swords. If I have between the current relationship I'm in and then somebody else that approached me, that would be two swords, two different things that would be weighing my options out. And I kind of, your focus on this person that you're dealing with is, I'm not so sure about them. That's what I'm getting. Okay? Whether that's true or not, you just apply it. If it's not your story, it's not your story. Okay? What to expect is Nine of Cups upright and then the Hierophant. So this does suggest that you are moving away. I mean, it's a little tricky. And here's why I'm saying this one's tricky. It's because I see Ace of Cups clarified by communication, a new opportunity for communication, and Ace of Pentacles. Holy moly. So for some of you, and what I'm getting is like you're leaving this other situation. You might be, I don't know, if it's like you're leaving this person that you're with, or the connection breaks apart. And you have somebody here coming in with a love offer, and there we see the Ace of Cups. New opportunity. It sounds like almost like starting fresh with somebody else. And it's like you're temporarily independent. Separating yourself, and you know, the Hierophant is suggesting that you want something that's more closer and connected to you. You know, maybe you have faith that's going to work out. So I don't know if you're taking a chance here, Pisces, that are involved at something different. If this has nothing to do with another person, okay, let's just assume here, Pisces. I know some of you are going to be like, well, that's not true because I'm not dealing with anyone. I'm not dealing with anyone, Wes. I'm dealing with only this person that I'm committed with. I don't do that shit. Okay, got it. If that's the case, then it's probably that you're just indecision about something. What that is, I don't know. Let's clarify more. For those of you that are not dealing with anyone, that there's no other person, that's just this person that you're dealing with, clarify the Two of Swords upright. What is that about? Three of Swords in reverse. Once again, I think I'm going to stick with my original, you know, Three of Swords, when it's upright, it's talking about, you know, a painful, genuine heartbreak. When it's reversed, can talk about a prolongation of that. Where maybe you felt this person, A, has been in a third-party situation, and for others of you, you feel that whatever issue this, or grief or something like that this person caused you, may be still lingering there. It could be a worsening of that. And for others of you, it could also talk about getting over, releasing that hurt. It just depends. Apply it to your situation, how you see it. You know, and if I was releasing something like that, or I wasn't happy with something that was going on, I would definitely entertain another option that maybe would bring me more happiness. Even though I know that's obviously your relationship and stuff like that, it does seem that it shows that you're almost going to exit the situation, considering it, so you are going to do it the right way. And then basically be independent temporarily, and then entertain this new love offer that's coming in. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a transition. I'm sticking with it. So if it's not your story, it's not your story. The cards here suggest too much of that kind of situation going on. What advice can we get for our committed Pisces that are currently involved with this person going in the first 2 weeks of January. And you transition out of it. What the fuck? The King of Pentacles is back again. It's shown up like 3 or 4 times. I don't know how. I even split the deck twice. And I shuffled it a million times. Still showing up. And then Queen of Swords upright. I keep getting the same messages here, Pisces, throughout each of the reading. It's kind of like almost you need to, this would talk about, you know, be just, be fair, but stand up for yourself. Be in your element, okay? You know, whatever, you may have to make a difficult decision. And, you know, the Swords energy does talk about making difficult decisions, okay? That's why it's generally considered like law cards and stuff like that, where this could be like a judge or a lawyer and stuff like that, because Swords energy does use a lot of logic. Really examining a situation, but the Swords energy, when it's upright, is talking about a lot of fairness, balance, and stuff like that. From that standpoint, it's not really talking about the emotional aspect. And then we got the King of Pentacles, which talks about the materialistic stuff, your own materialistic aspects of life, you know, your financial prosperity, kind of being on the top of your game and stuff. And that's your advice, and it's almost suggesting to do that. And you know, here's what's hilarious about this, is that, look at this. Look at this, Pisces. So, when I said this person right here comes in, basically, I think this is a side person. I'm getting that. That's what I'm getting, okay? This is all possible. This could be the same person, but, you know, like, it's so small because of the Eight of Cups there. Talking about walking away from emotion, and, you know, and then the Eight of Wands in reverse. It's non-productive. Yeah. I'm sticking with what I'm saying here. I have to. But let's assume that this person came in here, right? They offered you, and you've got this cup right here. Right? What is that cup leading to? Ace of Swords upright, Ace of Pentacles upright, lots of fantastic opportunity. And look what's very interesting right here. What do you think about that? Both opportunity cards right there. Look at that. If I can get it. Is that not crazy or what? Yeah. So there you go. It's kind of, I think it's suggesting maybe you should entertain it. I don't know. Maybe you should just kind of try sitting here. Whatever the case is. It's also possible for a small percentage of you. Okay, and I'm just saying a small percentage of you. Maybe this could have been a fight about that you might have also thought this person was screwing around behind your back, and maybe it kind of caused a separation and you become independent because of it. Okay? I don't know. But just apply it how you see it there. Okay. But I do think there is going to be some transition to something else, is what I'm getting. And whether that's your story or not, I don't know. Just, like I said, throw it out if it's not your story. But that's what I'm anticipating will happen. There's going to be some change. Something is going to magically change. Okay? Maybe for the 0.01% of you, I mean, I think it's really unlikely, but you might have some ups and downs. This is the alternative story. Was it might be some ups and downs. And maybe the excitement is temporarily, things just get stifled, and you guys come around and kind of balance things out. But I think it's going to be a more cold, slow kind of situation if that's your case. If you're still doing okay with this person, but I don't think it's. I think it could be a consideration of wanting to walk away from that person. But maybe you don't do it, and you guys are more kind of operating a little bit slightly at a distance with each other, and you know, yeah. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I've done that. But I will say, Pisces, if you are kind of separating from that person, or maybe you are considering doing it, if you do so, it does seem like there is something that's potentially coming in that looks pretty exciting. Could go somewhere, for sure. No offense to the other person. They're probably like, what the fuck? I'm a cross-watcher. That kind of sucks for me. Yeah, kind of does. Going to your monies. Pisces monies. What do we have for the general collective of Pisces? How's finances looking? How's their monies looking? Just in general. Whether it be career, gifts coming in, whatever it is. Give me 3 general cards, please, on Pisces. General finance, money, opportunities coming in for the first 2 weeks of January. Yes. Ooh. 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 Maybe that's why that King of Pentacles is showing above them. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Why does that happen? Why does that happen? For our general Pisces going in the first 2 weeks of January 2022. What the fuck? What the hell? Clarify the Sun upright. Tell me more about that. What do I need to know about the Sun upright? About Pisces collective, the general finances. On the first 2 weeks of January 2022. Clarify one to the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Sun upright. One more. What the fuck? We have this Nine of Swords energy coming back up. Pisces, so for as far as your money, I'm seeing some stifled growth here. Okay? Don't worry, I'm going to explain it. I see the Sun card here. So that's a card, it's one of the happy cards here, right? It's a lot of good things about this, okay? It does talk about kind of standing up for yourself, wanting to be yourself, expressing yourself in the right ways, being content in a situation. What it's clarified to is Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Nine of Swords in reverse, or upright. So, I have to assume there is maybe there's some excessive spending that's been going on to try and fill a void, making you happy. You know, some people try and find happiness, right, in the wrong ways, and it could be a shopping addiction. I've been seeing a lot of cards coming throughout the last couple readings for this whole read, and the singles and all that kind of stuff. I was talking a lot about worrying about your finances, worrying about your monetary gain, kind of being independent, stuff like that. And there was even a card, and I think it was in the general messages, talking about overspending or giving too much of your money away. And this would kind of suggest maybe that you're overspending a little bit. I don't know. I'm getting a sense that some of you need to basically save a bit more. Worry. And I don't know if it's like maybe you're not happy with, maybe some of you haven't been very particularly happy with your situation that you've been in. So you have the tendency to want to go and spend money on stuff all the time. That's a possibility. Nine of Swords. Not following your intuition, being up in your head about things, a little stressed out. Maybe money's tight. Worried if it's going to be, if things are ever going to be fruitful as far as your situation. And here's where things get really interesting: is I had the Six of Wands showing up in reverse. This is a card of not really feeling very victorious in things, right? It's a card of failure and the victory and hardship. You know, if you went to basically go and have a competitive fight, and if we look at the Six of Swords, right? Look at this guy. This is when it's upright. He's marching back home, feeling like, yeah, I fucking did it. I did it. And all these people are cheering him. And what is before that? The Five of Wands. That's the competitive fighting card and all that kind of stuff. Well, he's coming back from that competition. He's the victor, baby. It's reversed here, suggesting that maybe you didn't really win at something, or things haven't really been going well for you. It's that kind of that guy that's like, oh man, I could just never do it. And what's interesting is then you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and guess what's clarifying to it? Six of Wands in reverse. You seeing that? Can't make this shit up. Six of Wands in reverse, like I said, like being a loser, or just feeling like failure after the battle type thing, or trying whatever. Maybe it's trying to get a promotion, trying to get a job or something, and just feeling like you're just not making any progress. Just keep eating the shit out of the stick. And then Ten of Pentacles in reverse, suggesting all the money's coming out of the chest, basically saying one of two things. There's too much spending that's going on, or you just feel like your money's being hemorrhaged in the wrong places, or you just feel like whatever bonus or raise that I was supposed to get, I never got. Bummer. I'm just being a bit upset about it. Some of you may be dealing with a very difficult, condescending boss that's a real shithead. It doesn't really raise you up. Okay? And I'm pretty certain that in the general message, I was kind of getting an intuitive sense that there was a lot of financial growth that needed to be had. More worrying about kind of your future, but possibility for overspending and stuff like that. And I'm getting another sense right here in your reading your money. That's same damn thing. Talking about financial hardship. Things going in the wrong direction. And almost like maybe there was some spending that's going on that's to fill a void. And you're definitely up in your head and pretty much not following your intuition, which is probably telling you don't do that because it's a bad idea, but you're still doing it. And I get 2 challenge cards and 2 solutions for our Pisces that are having this particular situation going on in the first 2 weeks of January 2022. 2 challenges, 2 solutions. Split the deck. One more shuffle. Judgment. Making a decision, babe. Protesting it. What the fuck? There's the 7 of Pentacles again. Wow. Wow. Challenge. 7 of Pentacles, right there. There it is, Pisces. There you go. There you go. The tarot basically is yeah. There needs to be a strong evaluation on what I just said. Possible overspending, trying to fill a void, and stuff like that. That's what the tarot is saying. And then what it's suggesting right here is that you need to first, and this is directly tying back to your money right here, and generally materialistic things, is evaluate where things have gone wrong. What has worked and what hasn't, okay? What issues? If you don't have any idea on how to manage a budget, then you probably need to start one. How do I do that? Look, you don't need to do all the work by yourself. There's a lot of people that have already done the work for you. AKA, I used the same example in the general message, talking about Dave Ramsey. Somebody that can help you with your finances. Somebody that has a lot of experience, who's done this for a long period of time, who has a tried and tested method that works, okay? Maybe you need to follow his advice and see how you can apply it in your life. Those SMART goals I was talking about, okay? 7 of Pentacles, really evaluating the fruits on the tree. Is this what is working for me? Am I happy with what came off that tree? Okay, if the answer is no, then why are you replanting that tree again when you know it's going to bear shitty fruit? Don't do that. It really encourages you to look at that. Look what's working. Okay, and the advice is 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay, whatever you think is holding you back, whatever issues, pull the swords out your back. Don't let it slow you down. Okay, especially if you've been feeling like a victim, like you've been kind of, the one getting the shit end of the stick the whole time. Maybe, like I said, I just talked about possibly a rude boss, somebody that's over-authoritative, always kind of stressing you out, and you're not getting the pay that you deserve. You feel like, it's just, if anything, it's just a losing battle. Okay, if that's the case, then don't hold on or carry on, with these swords in your back. Pull them out. Okay? Why do I say swords in your back? Because some people can literally feel like they're going to work and getting screwed over. That would imply the 10 of Swords energy. Now, if you feel like you're getting screwed over at your job, but you're still doing it, then why? Remove those swords from your back. Just say, empower yourself. Get over it. Next challenge is the 6 of Pentacles. There it is again. And I'm pretty sure this was the challenge. I mean, this was the solution, I think, in the general messages. And the challenge right here, spending too much. Did I not just talk about that before I even drew it? Spending too much. I swear to God. There you go. Case in point. Answer, the advice is Knight of Swords in reverse. Be careful about making reckless decisions, rushing into things unnecessarily, because when a Knight of Swords is upright, he does that. When it's reversed, he definitely does that. He doesn't even think through anything. He just charges on in there and makes a stupid decision, something that might cost him down the road. And the advice is, be wary of doing that. Be wary about, especially if this is like a boss or something like that, be careful about what you're saying. Don't rush in there and just quit before you have another job lined up, okay? If that's something you're wanting to do. And also, just be careful in general about what your commitments are. If you're saying, I'm going to help you out with that. Oh, I can help you out. Yeah, I can loan you that $1,000 or whatever like that. Be careful about that. Because you set it on the spot, which is Knight of Swords in reverse energy. You didn't really think it through, and it's going to cost you in the long term from you having to give this money to people and these commitments. Drains your bank account. Don't do it. Sometimes you do need to be a bit selfish, and that's okay to be a bit selfish if it means getting you to a better spot, Pisces. So for some of you, going the first 2 weeks, this might be a challenge, but I do get a sense of growth, and I think you are going to review and reflect on this with the Seven of Pentacles upright, so good for you. Okay, but anyways, Pisces, that's all I got for you for your messages. This was kind of a long one, 1 hour and 19 minutes. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, I will see you on the next one, and I just put Personal on Your Mind out, so go and check that out as well. Bye, Pisces. Thanks for watching.